Hey guys, welcome back for the gameplay video for the Shepherd's Horn Divining Rod deck. Hey, Doctor Strange PhD. I remember playing against this opponent quite a few times. So this hand is alright. We have 2 power, we have 2 turn 1, turn 2 plays, and then all we need is draw 1 more, and then we can fetch with the Acolyte. So I think this is keepable. This hand is okay against opposing aggro decks because these Pyro Knights can at least trade. Probably not a very good hand against a mid-range deck, though. And the reason for that is because these Pyro Knights aren't very good. Not yet, anyway. Let's see what my opponent is playing. Okay, there's our power that we need. Perfect. And my opponent is playing a time deck, so he has no way of removing both of these with some kind of mass removal. So that's good news. My opponent is deep in the tank. Also, this is definitely not an aggressive deck. Some kind of mid-range sand-based deck like Praxis, perhaps, or Combre, maybe Elysian. Elysian decks has been very popular lately. I mean, for good reason. It is, in my opinion, probably the best of the time-based decks right now. I think Elysian is really, really good. Crystallize is a real bomb. Perfect. More lands. Alright, so it is an Elysian deck, but he is quite slow. He hasn't played anything for 2 turns. He is... Elysian decks does run the risk of falling behind. And once you have fallen behind, it's actually pretty difficult to catch up because you're pretty much playing 1 card per turn. Just like this deck, you're playing 1 card per turn. So once you've fallen behind, there's not a lot of catch-up mechanism. Yeah, that's fine. So here, I think I'm just going to go ahead and play the Amber Acolyte because I do want to hit my land draw. Because as soon as I hit 6 lands, I can start ultimating these, and I can run them into his False Prince. But I do have to be careful though, when he hits 5 power, he can play Crystallize, which will wipe my board. So next turn, I think I need to play the Obelisk or the Arcana Monitor to make sure that my board doesn't get wiped. And I think it's probably better to play the Arcana Monitor. So my opponent can't attack me, but I can't attack my opponent. This is not a good place for me to be because my hand is pretty weak and my opponent has a very strong late game. And right now I have nothing that can beat Surso. So I need my draws to be a little bit better. Okay, so I'm taking 10 here. Next turn I can play 1 or 2 blockers, I don't know. And hopefully that'll stem the damage a little bit. Yeah, I need to draw... A Shepherd's Horn would be really good right now. Because then these are 2 mana cost cards. That would be perfect. Or just give me another land. Another land would be quite good. Okay, so I am getting beat down pretty hard. Down to 3. So I need 2 blockers or I die. Actually, 2 blockers won't do it because this unit here is... Oh no, I have tons of blockers. What am I talking about? Okay, well, let's... interesting. I can offer to trade my Arcana Monitor for his Sandstorm Titan, but I don't think that's good. I'm just gonna shoot him and attack him for 7, which he won't block. Oh, perfect. I can torch this. So now I'm in pretty good shape because unless he has another Crystallize, he can't kill me. He's in the tank. I don't see why he wouldn't just take the damage here. Because you're not just gonna... I don't think you should throw away a 6-7 for that. Oh. Yeah, right. Don't block. That's the correct play. So he needs another crystallize or he loses. But he wins if he has a crystallize. Question is, how many does he run in his deck? My Elysian deck has 3 crystallizes, but I think most lists runs 2. So his odds are pretty low. If he runs 2, it's 1 in 59. Or 1 in 60 before his draw step to hit it. He dies next turn no matter what, I think, because I can remove this blocker. And I have a lot of attackers. Because he has to chump a 7/7, and then he takes wave. Oh, okay, well that works. Sure. I don't think he'll attack me though. Because this way he dies for sure, unless he has another blocker in his hand. So let's just... So I don't even know if I want to torch this at this point. Oh, I kind of do, don't die. I kind of have to don't die. And then we'll just chump this with 1 unit. And then finish him off on the attack. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's actually... kill his Sandstorm Titan. Okay, so he's at 10. If I play the Arcanum Monitor... So can I kill him this turn? If I make this a 6/5, attack with all of these, he blocks probably this one and takes 10 damage. He blocks this, he takes 3, he takes 9 if he blocks this. But then he'll have nothing in play. Alternatively, I play the Arcanum Monitor, he blocks one of these, he takes 9 as well. So he's taking 9 no matter what happens, I guess. Okay, well then I'd rather just expand my board at that point. I don't know if I missed anything that could have gotten me the win, but... I guess last turn, if I... No, I do have to trade the Sandstorm Titan, otherwise he has an additional blocker, so... So my opponent wins if he top decks a... Actually... I don't think there's anything he can top deck in this color combination. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Alright. Alright, victory. Oh, first... Oh, it just turned 12 o'clock, didn't it? Yep, 12 a.m. First win. Haha. Game number 2. Let's see. Depleted land. So I can build turn 1 Pyro Knight, turn 2 Initiates, but then I have a bunch of 5-drops. I think this hand is very borderline. The problem is, if I draw one of my 3, a Dawnwalker, I can't even play it because I only have 1 red and 1 time. I'm gonna redraw this actually and hope for something better. Okay, I think this is better. I'm not gonna play the Monument. I'm not sure if I want that to be a 5/5 or a land yet. Let's see what we draw over the next 2 turns. Okay, that's too bad. This is... Okay, now that we drawn another Sigil, I'm more inclined not to play the Monument. This is kind of like a mid-rangey Stone Scar deck. Or is there going to be another a 3rd color? Okay, so it's kind of a mid-rangey Stone Scar deck. Yeah, we'll offer up the trade. Most likely though, he'll have a way to kill this and I'll take 3 or 4. And then we're out of gas until we can play the Monument. Okay, this is... I'll gladly trade this if he allows me. Nope, he won't allow me to do that. So now I'm taking a lot of damage. I need to draw a blocker or I'm afraid the 5/5 is way too late. Alright, this is kind of a blocker. So the problem now is I don't have enough lands to play the Divining Rod. But I think I need to play this as a 5/5 just to block and not die. So we're just gonna have to hope we can play this next turn and then draw another land to play the Divining Rod on the following turn. And if he attacks, I will trade with any unit he attacks with. Nope, I'm not allowed to block. So I'm taking 8 this turn, going to 12. So this is cutting it really close. Why couldn't you be in here a little earlier? Okay, so let's play the 5/5. See, if I had drawn a Shepherd's Horn this deck, I would have gained 9 life and another 9 life again. So I would have gained 18 life this game, and I would have been at 30. And as you can see, there's no way a Stone Scar deck can raise that. But of course I didn't draw it, so that's kind of moot. Okay, so that's unfortunate. Because this thing has Overwhelm, I just drew the wrong sigil, but that's fine. Because this thing has Deadly and Overwhelm, there's no way for me to survive next turn. No matter how I block, I'm dead. All right. That was a little too fast, and my hand was a little too weak with not a lot of action. The fact that I have a bunch of units that gets killed by Vera's Favor is quite sad. But if I had drawn Shepherd's Horn that game, though, I would probably win it. Okay, this is, I guess, keepable. I do need to draw lands, but first 2 turns looking pretty good. Let's start with the Initiate of the Sand. And in case I draw a very good 3-drop, like an Amber Acolyte, which I would really like to draw. Okay, well, we're attacking for 1. Alright. A Zenin Obelisk wouldn't be too bad, but I still would like to draw a Amber Acolyte. Or just a land, actually. Oh, it's a 1/1. I'm actually kind of happy trading the 1/1, I think. By attacking into him. So let's not burn it. Interesting. Alright. See what he does. I don't think I'll attack with the Initiates. I'm happy to trade these, but I'm not happy to trade the Initiate. So what can hurt me? If he plays a green, making a 1/3, and then he plays a weapon of some kind that costs 3 and 1 single red, double green, then I can no longer kill it, then I'm sad. So let's just do it now. So I didn't torch before combat because I wanted to give my opponent the opportunity to make the mistake of blocking, because I would rather he block. But because he didn't block, I was forced to use my torch on it. So that's problematic. I can no longer play the Arcana Monitor. But my opponent is stuck on 2 lands. I'm stuck on 3, so I'm in a slightly better slightly better position than my opponent is. Still can't play these things, eh? But my opponent is down to 12 life. Any land, and my opponent is likely going to lose this game. That's fine. I'm never going to ultimate this thing anyway. But I do need a land. Come on. So my opponent has drawn out of his mana screw, and I have not. 6/6 guard. Okay, that's still killable. Hey, this is not too bad. I can play it, at least. My opponent should have attacked me with his 3/3, I think. So he lost 3 damage. But now he's going to swing in for the 6/6, I believe. No, because I have the Dawnwalker in play, he's going to swing with the 3/3 instead. Which is fine. It just means if I draw a land, I can still... Oh, dear. Okay. This is not looking good. I need 2 cards to kill this. I have no units with killer in this deck, so I'm going to have to use both of my Obliterate to kill this 1 unit here. What is the play? Can I erase this? Can I erase this and the Oath Book is my question. And I think the answer is probably not. I might be able to raise this, but I can't raise this. I don't think. Alternatively, I obliterate this and attack with all my... No, the 4/4 kills... No, that's the terrible attack. What if I just keep expanding my board? Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep expanding my board and hope that eventually I can kill this and then I have a superior board position. What I want to do is I want him to keep attacking with this unit and keep building it up with his Oath Book. Because as soon as I kill his Silverwing, he's just going to start pumping another unit. And once he pumps another unit, yeah, see, this way, I have 2 more turns before this thing's toughness becomes more than 6. So let's say I do it this turn. So he next turn is 5. So I do it now. I can wait 1 more turn for this. I can play 1 more Arcanum Monitor. And now I can actually attack with my 6/3. And he has to trade with his 6/6 or take the 6 damage. Which he'll take because he's gaining 6 life next turn. Yeah, so on the following turn, this will have a 5 toughness. I will use my first Obliterate. And then on the next turn, he'll attack again, making a 6 toughness. And I'll finish it off with a second Obliterate. What I do have to worry about is that potential Finest Hour in his hand. And if... Oh dear. Now I don't think I can erase this. Am I just dead? Oh yeah, he's a Finest Hour, so I'm actually just dead. Well, it wouldn't have made a difference if I had obliterated my last turn. He would still kill me this turn, so I was dead there because I couldn't draw lands for too many turns. Okay, let's do 1 more game. Yeah, I felt like if I had not missed the land drops, I could have obliterated both his blockers, and he would be pretty much dead before he even plays the Silverwing, because I would be doing a ton of damage to him. So that was unfortunate. But then my opponent also got mana screwed as well, so we both kind of did. Huh. This hand is probably not good enough. I do need more lands, and these are pretty weak early game plays. That means I have to draw the lands and then draw the good plays. I need to do both things. But this is way worse than the last hand, so... Mulligan got punished. What are you gonna do? Okay, well at least I draw a Torch in case he plays a unit. And all the cards in my hand are 5/6 drops anyway, so it's not like I could play them. So maybe the game dragging out is not horrendous. So this is Armory then. Haven't ran into too many traditional Armory decks for a while. That's probably not worth torching. These Shatterglass Mages would be quite good against this deck. And I ran 4 copies of it. Yeah, I'll take the 2. See if he plays anything else worth torching. Maybe Enforcer. Okay. So now I think I will torch this, because if I do draw a land, I would like to use all my mana up. But then if I draw a land, these units can just block it. So, yeah. Ouch. This is getting torched. He paused and he thought about it. I definitely would have torched if I was my opponent, because I missed a land drop there. It's clear that I don't have another land. I need to draw a couple time sigils. So, okay. This is very problematic. So I think I will use both my torch to kill this. Actually, I don't have my Dawnwalkers yet. I might have considered not killing this until I draw my Dawnwalkers. But because he's torching my Initiates, I have to respawn, because I don't want him to get the +2/+2 weapon. Alright, so I'm in really bad shape. Another game of getting mana screwed. There we go. Some help. Alright, let's go ahead and blow that up. I say I got mana screwed, but really I really didn't. I mean, I had 4 power for quite a few turns, and then I'm counting the initiates as a power source for my deck, so I did really draw an okay amount of power. So I can go for broke here, or I can. Oh, I can't play the Heart of the Vault because of influence screw, so going for broke. Come on, what do I hit? Nothing, 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 nothing. And then I'm dead because if I'm drawing the Heart of the Vault, that means I have no answers for this Aquaria. Oh jeez, if that has been the 4th card instead of the Zenin Obelisk, that would have been fantastic. Then I would have been able to play it, knock the Aegis off, and then maybe next turn draw an Obliterate and come back. I'm not sure. Huh, I wonder what this is for. Oh, he's gonna torch it. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I wouldn't say I got mana screwed. I know that power influence is a problem with the deck, and I did get to 4 lands, so it wasn't like I was stuck on 2 lands or something. And getting stuck on 5 and 6 for a couple of turns is very normal. Alright, let's do one final game and see if we can finish the set of 4 games 2 and 2. Both the last 2 games were a little underwhelming because I didn't get to do what the deck was designed to do. So it was very unsatisfying. Sure, since we're on the draw, we have more opportunities to hit land drops, so I think I'm okay sticking with 2 land hand because we have a turn 1 play and a turn 2 play and a turn 3 play. And we have 2 turns to before we have to hit a land, right? So I think those odds are not too bad. Okay, so we have 1 more turn to hit a land. Okay. This is probably going to get killed by a Varus Favor or Annihilate. Okay. This deck I do not believe runs Annihilates, but so we are screwed. We're stuck on 2 lands. We're just gonna go ahead and torch this. I mean, we're gonna have to do it eventually anyway. It's unlikely that. I mean, because I'm mana screwed, and at any time I know that for a fact I'm not drawing a land next turn, so I could have waited. But this game is very quickly slipping out of control. We'll attack him for 3. He has a Finest Hour in his hand because he paused. So we're actually at 12 because he has a extra 3 damage in his hand. So, I mean, sorry, we're actually at 17. So if I draw a land, I think I will just play the Shepherd's Horn, to be honest, because then I can start gaining some life back and hopefully not die. Great. All right, then. Let's swing for 2. I think I'm going to have to eventually block with a Friendly Wisp. I'm not going to be able to get 2 cards off of it. And I don't need cards right now. I just need to not die. I can do it next turn. Unless he has like quadruple Finest Hour here. So next turn I'm actually dead. I made a mistake. Because he has a Finest Hour and I take 8. So I should have maybe blocked. But I don't think it would have made any difference, to be honest. Because if I block last turn, then I'm just taking 2 extra damage this turn, so I'll be taking 10. So I guess it makes no difference at all. Okay, super dead. Alright, so I do apologize for the boring games. That's variance. I mean, I'm running 33 mana sources, and I'm stuck on 2 and 3 multiple games. Wait, yeah, 8 mana sources plus 25. Yeah, 33 mana sources. More than 30%. More than 40%, actually. Let's not do math in front of the mic. It's usually not a good idea. I'm actually pretty dissatisfied with getting mana screwed so many games in a row and losing and not being able to showcase the deck to you. So let's try one more game and see if we can actually see the deck does what the deck was designed to do. Okay, once again, 2 power. We really do need to draw some. I know we're not drawing one next turn. Okay, so we have one more chance to draw a power. Actually, drawing 1 power isn't quite good enough because I have a handful of 5 drops and 6 drops. I have to draw a bunch of power. So I think this game is not looking great. Okay, so no power. If we draw running power for the next 3 or 4 turns, okay, so there's the power, the first of the powers that I need. I guess 1 more power and I can play some of these units. That's not too horrendous. I will keep this around because if I play an Arcanum Monitor, it makes the monitor bigger, and this becomes bigger too, so I think it's worth keeping around. Nope, more 4 drops. Stuck on 3 lands again. I think this will be a quick 1/4 for us. Again, I don't think it matters, right? Because I'm dead to the next attack no matter what I do, so let's just... I mean, I could chump this, but... Nice. A 6 drop and a 4 drop in my library. Alright. I guess it is time for me to go to bed. I can't record any more games. The deck is a lot better than this. The last 5 games doesn't quite do the deck as justice. Maybe tomorrow when I have more free time, I can record another set of 3 games where the deck actually gets to play. I mean, I complain about the last 4 games getting mana screwed. One of the reasons for that, of course, is because my deck is full of 5 and 6 drops. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 20 cards that are 5 or more to cast. I know I do have a lot of 1 drops and 3 drops as well, but this deck is quite mana hungry, and so maybe some of those mana screws weren't super unusual, but the fact remains that the deck didn't get to do what it's designed to do. And out of the first maybe 20 games I played with the deck, that was quite rare. I mean, even if I get stuck on mana, it's more like that 3rd game where I got to 4 and waited a couple turns, got to 5, waited a couple turns, got to 6. That's pretty normal, but not drawing anything beyond the 3rd is unfortunate. So yeah, thanks for watching. I do apologize for the uneventful games. I am gonna still upload this, and I think I will try and make some better gameplay videos tomorrow. As always, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, give me a like. If you want to see more videos from me, give me a subscription. I have another video that I have made of the Sirius deck that I'm using to grind ladder with, and this deck is very powerful. I believe this to be a tier 1 deck. It's basically a tweaked and modified version of Praxis, which I think makes it better. But I'll do a separate video for the competitive deck later. Thanks.